Hey, I was at Cabela's just the other day and I went up to the sales clerk and I said, could you show me some camouflage clothing? And she couldn't find them. Just sharing with you, Keystone, it must be approved. That'll be the pipeline from Canada to America. T-Bone Pickens and so many other people are saying the same thing. You gotta do it. Yeah, we need it. I like to be wrong when it comes to things like this, but I have always said it'll never happen. You're dealing with left-wing commie guys without any minds. That would be Obama and his entire administration, and then of course you get into all the bureaucrats, the unelected people. They're even worse than the guys that are elected. I mean, it's never going to happen under that administration. Ever. If it does, I'll bark like a fox, but I'll be happy. Because again, I like to be wrong because it's a needed thing for the economies of both countries, etc., etc. In Halifax, Canada, a bar now is awaiting punishment for what the Nova Scotia Human Rights Commission deemed to be a discriminatory act of imposing the police on a customer because of his color. What happened is they carded a guy. How old are you? Let me see your ID. And he was black. And the guy complained. Just goes on and on, you poor little white people. How dare you act like that? I mean, he was black. You just have to assume that he's old enough and feed him booze and just be quiet and sit in the corner and shut your mouth. Boy, oh boy, that's just bad. This really happens. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Just wow. Doesn't pay to be white all the time, does it? In Ontario, there's an election coming up there in Canada, and they have a commie premier there. She's just awful. She says, let me tax you more. She's never met a tax that she doesn't like. And now she's got more. She's loaded up $9,000 of new debt per capita, or $40,000 for each family of four, with more yet to come. And scandal after scandal. Now she's walking around wearing pink boxing gloves. I saw the other day. She said, I'll fight for this, I'll fight for that. I mean, you're a wacko. How about you fight your way home and stay there? I mean, free enterprise, rah, that's what's needed. You don't need more of the same. You got a $300 billion debt. Holy smokes. California has less debt than Ontario, and these people keep walking around, I mean, propped up by all the other people that get their own welfare. Alberta people should be allowed to vote in the Ontario election because they're the people that fund the province. They keep it alive and standing on their feet. In Ontario, again in downtown Toronto, the Dairy Queen, a man was viciously stabbed more than a dozen times. Here's another guy stabbed in Surrey, same kind of thing. Here's another one, a woman was stabbed in her home, 49 years old, by an 18-year-old guy struggling with mental illness. I haven't seen anybody trying to ban knives yet. I haven't heard of a knife registry or anything else. Use your temper. Don't lose your temper. My mother used to tell me that. What that means is call your politicians instead of getting angry. Tell somebody about what's going on. Smarten up, guys. It's our country, and look after our rights, because in Canada, I'm talking Canada now, Canada, there's no leadership there. There's nobody that ever grabs hold and says, I will look after the citizenry. It doesn't happen. Everybody can do what they want to do. The police and everybody makes it up as they go along. Hopefully there'll be a change someday, and from a conservative way or position. And that can only happen to people like us. I sound like a preacher, but you know what? I'm passionate about my country, and it disturbs me. It's a great place, but it needs to be better, and it disturbs me to see what's going on with all these wasted tax dollars. I'm talking Ontario and other places. Hey, I'll come back tomorrow and I'll complain some more. See ya.